that's how me view this thing, you know. And I say, well, boy, maybe it wasn't legal before, but now them start is a step. Them realize that popular support for this thing going to put them at a disadvantage if them don't support what the people say.
The healing of the nation, yeah. Don't you know that we wanna today and not tomorrow?
And they are politicians. They want to maintain a popularity amongst the masses. You know, see. So right now, them going to, if the people want it, it's just a matter of time before the people get what they want. It's just whether or not they are able to formulate a plan to maintain control of the industry for themselves. And obviously that's what's going on. They want to try and make sure that, okay, when we legalize it, we have control of most of the money we're going to make it. You know, so the people...
They become the dons.
Yeah, them are the dons. I really that, but I give thanks because I a Rasta, so I can have 2 ounces of weed now and them not trouble me. So for me personally, maybe that don't solve the problem for everybody, but it solve a big problem for me.
But what make you Rasta, your dress?
No.
What?
Because I acknowledge the divine nature of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie as King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Conqueror, Lion of the Tribe of Judah, elect of God, light of the world, defender of the faith. And if you know His Imperial Majesty, then He's a Rasta man, and if you know, say, He is Christ incarnate in His kingly character in this dispensation, then you are a Rasta, because that is what it is. It don't matter your dreadlocks. It's not your dreadlocks, you know. It's your physical that is just material. Dreadlocks, anybody can. Suppose I am a Rasta and the police hold me and cut off my ear. Am I no longer a Rasta because they forcefully remove my ear from my body? No. Me a Rasta same way, without any type of outward appearance. It's my conviction, my spiritual conviction. You understand? So that is what makes me a Rasta. Yeah, you might have somebody who will police hold on him and say, I'm a Rasta, that's why I have my weed. Well, the police have to find out and know what question to ask him to determine whether this man is really upholding a spiritual levity as related to the Rastafarian faith. That's not my job, it's them make the law. I can declare myself, and if them, I don't know if them want to believe or don't believe, if them have to carry me to court. And then when them carry me to court, them are going to lose because any research them are going to find out. Them are going to find out say I'm not a member of Roman Catholic, Anglican, Baptist, no, them are going to say me is a member of the Rastafarian faith. So, me free, you know. So, if a man just want to smoke weed and he want to say my Rasta for smoke weed, well, he must go face that. They must do their interrogation to find out. I'm not responsible. Them says Rasta, them are allow him. That means not me. Say I say herb must free for everybody. I'm not the one who say it must free for Rasta.
And them say that.
And them say that. So they must know how them are going to determine that. I know I am a Rasta and them declare say I can have my... So I don't know what them are going to do. Try to prove say me not a Rasta. Well, them are going to fail. If them have a proof that somebody, them have to come up with the book and teach the officer them and give them the workshop and bring them in and have the people them speak to them and give them training so the police force get educated on what is Rasta and how to identify and know the Rasta culture and be educated about it. So if a little guy just come and say he's a Rasta, even if him have on dreadlocks, them can know say well dreadlocks don't mean Rasta. Ask him the relevant questions. That in the book, in the workshop that we had back at the police station. You can't say he's a Roman Catholic just because you wake up and say I feel like he's a Roman Catholic. You have to baptize in them church. There's certain thing where you have to adhere to, certain thing where you have to agree. You can't just say, oh yeah, me a Roman Catholic. No, today me is a Anglican. No, tomorrow me is a Roman Catholic. No, me is a Baptist today. And that's how it go. So you can't say you're a Rasta just because it suits you for say you're a Rasta and you have an idea what you think. And you say, well, Rasta is whatever I say Rasta is. You're not a Rasta. You're not a Christian if you don't believe that Christ is God in the flesh and He died for your sins and His blood is for your salvation. And He's not a Christian. No matter how much you want to claim say He's a Christian, if in yourself you don't accept Christ as a living sacrifice for your sin, then you're not a Christian. Don't care how good you live with people or nothing. That not have nothing to do with your religious doctrine and faith. You understand? Me can't just get up and say, oh, I'm a Muslim. today and tomorrow me a Rasta, and that's how it go. That don't happen. So it's not them I tell people say this is where you have to be Rasta. Rasta are Rasta. And Rasta is not just where any guy want to make up and say is Rasta. So if you're going to bring it right down to the basic and say what is the one thing we're going to link all Rasta together, and if the individual don't acknowledge that, then means not Rasta. He must acknowledge the divine nature of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the first. And if you don't acknowledge that divine nature and accept that, then he may not Rasta. Him locks could have not touched the ground. So it's simple.